Okay, so we're in our last problem of the week. This one's a little bit confusing, so I wanted to make sure and go over this with you. It says find 3 consecutive odd integers so that the sum of twice the first, the second, and 3 times the third is 152. First of all, we have to ask, what does 3 consecutive odd integers mean? That means that all 3 numbers are going to be in a row, but they're going to be odd. So something like 1, 3, 5, or 19, 21, 23, something like that. So consecutive odd integers means that we're getting every other number. We're skipping even numbers, but still they're in counting order. So let me get rid of that. So we're looking for those 3 integers so that the sum of twice the first. The sum of twice the first. So the sum tells us that we're going to add twice the first, the second, and 3 times the third. It looks like what we need to do first here is define our variables. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call x, I'm going to call that my smallest number. I'm going to call y my middle number. I'm going to call z my largest number. Now, we can write equations. I know this doesn't seem like there's going to be 3 equations to write, but if you think about odd integers and what happens from one to the other, y is our smallest number, or x is our smallest number, sorry, which means that y has to be 2 larger than x. So y has to be 2 larger than x, which means that z has to be 2 larger than y. But instead of doing that, I'm going to do the smallest number plus 4. Because if you think about it, I have 1, 3, and 4. These are just 1, 3, and 5. These are just test numbers. So if x was 1, then y would be 3. So that makes sense. And then if x is 1, we add 4 to that, we get 5. So that makes sense. So these 2 equations are good. I have one more equation to write, and that's the one that's stated here. The sum of twice the first. So the first, we're calling that the smallest. So twice the first. Why did I do that? I don't know. Because that's not the first. I just said it's the smallest. Twice the first plus, and we're looking for the sum, the second and 3 times the third is 152. So those are your equations. From that point, you know y. You know what y is. That's here. Plug it in. You also know what z is. It's right here. Plug that in. Once you get those plugged in, you have everything in terms of x, so then you can find your smallest number. Hopefully this is enough to get you started. If you get stuck on it and you can't get through it, we can talk about it on Tuesday during class. So, good luck everybody, and I will see you Tuesday.